Hi there, Dolphins. Welcome back and Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this important information. January and February is the time in the school year when you all will decide what classes you would like to take next school year. Choosing your classes is so much more than just registering for some classes. Choosing the classes that you will take is in fact academic and career planning. Today, you'll learn what you need to consider when you're selecting your classes, what is required for you to take, and you will learn about all of the resources available to you to help you create your academic and career plan. So sit back, listen up, and hey, maybe even take a couple notes. When you're making a plan and selecting classes, you should begin with the end in mind. What that means is you need to know what you're working towards to make the best decisions to get to that goal. Your first consideration when you're choosing classes should be what is required for the type of diploma you'd like to earn. Then you should think about what you would like to do after you graduate from high school. If you're college bound, you want to choose classes that will make you competitive and eligible for college admissions. If you're thinking about the military for going right into a career, the classes you take and the programs you become a part of will influence your options for a career in the military or just as a career in general. If you really do not know what you would like to do after you graduate, you should look into classes that will help you explore your passions and interests, and you should choose classes in a way that gives you the most options. As I mentioned, your diploma or graduation requirements are your first consideration when you're choosing classes. If you're pursuing the advanced diploma, you need to consider the requirements when you're registering for classes. As you can see, you are required to take an English class each school year. You need 4 math, science, and social studies credits. More specifically, in math, you need to take at least one math that's above the level of Algebra 2 in addition to the other 3 credits you'll need. In science, you must take 4 credits, but from 3 different disciplines. You can see what a discipline is on the slide. For social studies, you're required to take 2 world history classes, Virginia and U.S. history and government. The advanced diploma also requires you take 3 years or levels of world language or 2 years or levels of 2 different world languages. You must successfully complete both Health and PE 9 and 10. You'll need Economics and Financial Management, 4 elective credits, one of which should be a fine art or career or technical education, and 2 of them need to be what we call a sequential elective. That means that they would come from the same area. You'll also need your CPR and first aid certification, which you should get in your PE 9 class. And you'll need to challenge yourself in some way by taking an AP honors dual enrollment course or earn an industry certification. Lastly, you'll need 5 verified credits. That's when you pass the course and the SOL test. 2 in English, that will come in your 11th grade year, 1 in math, 1 science, and 1 social studies. These are the minimum requirements for an advanced diploma. In most cases, we advise you to go beyond the minimum requirements as that opens up options or possibilities after you graduate. The standard diploma is a little less rigorous. However, you can still attend a college or university or enter the workforce with a standard diploma. The major differences are the standard diploma, you would need only 3 math, science, and social studies courses, and there are no world language requirements. Again, you're looking at the minimum requirements for the standard diploma. In most cases, we will challenge you to go beyond the minimum because we think it's important to view your requirements as the foundation, and what you do beyond your requirements will help you to develop a solid work ethic and an understanding that you have the ability to succeed beyond the bare minimum. If you're a Math and Science Academy student, you are required to earn the advanced diploma. In addition to that, you're required to take an academy level math and science class each year. You will also have a required STEM course in your junior year, and you'll complete a senior project or mentorship. The preparation, research, and work that you'll put into the capstone project will span more than just your senior year. That is an ongoing endeavor. Just want to be clear about that. On the counseling website, we have a link to a detailed explanation of each diploma and the academy requirements. The counseling website is one resource that you can use to help you gather information about the courses you need to take and the options you have as a Virginia Beach and Ocean Lake student. If you'd like to know where you are in terms of meeting your graduation requirements, you could look at your course history in Student View. When you log into Student View, you'll click on Course History. This is what the screen should look like. When you get there, you can see your GPA in the upper right corner. Keep in mind your GPA is calculated using the final grades of all classes you have completed. So none of the classes you're working on now or are just or you just started are calculated into your GPA. A green line indicates that you completed the requirement. Orange means it's a work in progress, and gray means that you have yet to complete or start that particular requirement. If you hover over the course name, you'll be able to see how many credits are required for that particular subject. This is an easy to access resource, but I have to be honest and tell you that it's not always accurate. When you look at your course history, if you have questions, please ask your counselor. You can come see us to ask questions, or there'll be a Google form at the end of this presentation that you can complete if you have immediate questions. You can email us or you can send us a message in Canvas. We are ready and willing to help. Another way to look at your progress towards graduation is to create your Parchment account and order an unofficial transcript. Directions to set up your Parchment account are linked into this slide deck, and they can be found on the counseling website under the Transcript tab. Your transcript has all of your final grades, your GPA, your test scores for AP, SAT, and ACT, as well as the number of verified credits you have earned. If it is the only official document that houses your complete academic record. All right, so that's a lot about requirements. To sum it up, decide what diploma you're pursuing and learn what your diploma or graduation requirements are by referencing this slide deck or the website. Know what you've completed and what you still need to take by looking at your course history in Student View or having a transcript emailed to you from Parchment. That's the first part of your academic planning journey. If you know what you need to take but are having a hard time deciding at what level you should take something like core, honors, or AP, or you may not know what else you want to take in addition to your requirements. That now is the time for you to start asking questions and having conversations about these very things. By the time you get to your individual meeting with your counselor, you should have a good idea of what you plan to take. The meeting is the end of the process, so you should be researching, having conversations, and asking questions now. Ask your teachers if they have any recommendations for you to consider. Talk with your parents and guardians about your options and your plans. If you don't know what electives you might be interested in, ask your friends. Consider your interests, hobbies, and passions when you're picking electives. Consider your plans for after high school. What classes should you take to give you the most options for admission or employment opportunities? In the month of January, we're going to set up tables in the entrance of the lunchroom where you can look at the promotional information for different elective courses, as well as information about the special classes we offer in the core content areas. There will be a counselor in the cafeteria at one of the tables so you can ask him or her questions about academic planning. Even if that counselor is not your counselor, he or she will be able to help you. Just a couple more quick tips and nuggets of information. If you intend on selecting AP courses, please make sure you understand that AP classes are college level rigor. They're a great way to increase the difficulty of your course of study, and colleges and universities like to see you push yourself in high school by taking rigorous and challenging courses. That said, you should choose AP classes in subject areas that you enjoy, have a particular talent for, and would not mind spending a significant amount of time in and out of the classroom completing assignments and preparing for assessments. Most AP courses involve a significant amount of writing and reading. We do require parents and students to complete an AP commitment form, and there may be a summer enrichment assignment associated with certain AP courses. Please know we encourage you to challenge yourself, but please don't take AP classes because your friends are, you think you should, and please certainly do not sign up for an AP course in a subject that you don't like. We'll have this slide deck and a video posted on our counseling website. That's another glorious resource for you to use to help you make decisions about course registration and creating an academic plan that will help you achieve your career goals. Our website is a great resource to use to recap all of the information from this presentation. If you'd like to know more about a course that you see listed on our course request form, you can use the Virginia Beach City Public Schools student guide linked in this presentation and on our website. And if you're interested in any of our special programs like dual enrollment or attending a specialty center like the ATC or the Tech Center, you should use the one-page document linked here and on the website to access detailed information about them all. So here's some special information for you rising 11th graders. Our schedule will look very similar to the one that we have this year. We will have a combination of 4x4 classes and AB year-long classes. You are going to be making 8 selections. Whether they're 4x4 or year long, you need 8 total, and that's going to include your English, math, science, social studies, a world language if you're pursuing the advanced diploma or would like to continue studying a world language, and your elective courses. Study blocks are available to you, but they are not required. We are going to ask it that you choose at least 2 alternate electives or 2 alternate classes, so that if we can't make your first choices work, we need to know some classes that you may consider taking if we can't make your first choices work. Also, please remember, and some of you have learned this the hard way, unfortunately, that Ocean Lakes High School does not change classes once the new school year has begun. So, in other words, by the time this school year ends, if you haven't made changes to your classes for next school year, we won't be making them for you. Unless, of course, you take summer school and that would dictate a change in the classes that you need to take next year. So please keep that in mind, and please make sure that when you're making your choices, you are choosing wisely, because at one point you are going to be locked into them and you will not be able to make changes. Please remember that you should only take AP courses in subjects that you like and have a particular talent in. Know that you're going to be investing a significant amount of time in AP courses, both in and out of the classroom, to be successful. So you need to take that into consideration. Also, this is a great year for you to look at all of your options very, very closely, especially our elective options. Rising juniors have the unique opportunity to apply to the Advanced Technology Center, the Career and Technical Center, and the Environmental Studies program, along with some other special programs. I linked here and on our website and every other place that I said that we would have these resources for you. You can look into all the programs that the ATC Career and Technical Center have for you. They really are quite interesting. And if you're interested in doing something like that, you should look at what they have to offer and check out this link, because you can apply directly from here. Also, if you have more questions about that, please make sure you ask your counselor. Next steps. Now that we've inundated you with information, it's time to take that information in and do something with it. Your advisory teacher will give you a pre-registration form as soon as they're available and updated. You can also get a preview by looking at the old forms linked on our website. They will not change all that much. This is a list of the classes we offer. Based on the diploma you're pursuing and your progress toward it, you should be able to start making some course selections. Use all of these wonderful resources to help you make your decisions and to better understand what's out there for you. Discuss your options with your current teachers or your former teachers. Ask your counselors questions, speak with your parents and guardians. This is a time for you to research and ask questions. When you have your meeting with your counselor, you should have made some preliminary decisions. If you have English as a 4x4 in term 1, you're going to meet with your counselor in January, mid-January. Your English teacher will give you the exact date and time. If you have 4 by 4 English in term 2, or if you're in an AB or a full year English class, you're going to meet with your counselor in February. Your English teacher will also give you the date and the time that you'll meet with your counselor. Again, it's important for you to remember that that meeting with your counselor is the end of this process. You should be taking this time starting now until your meeting to make your decisions and to do the research on what's best for you. Thank you oh so much for listening to us. And if you have any immediate questions, you can complete the Google form or the exit ticket that your advisory teacher will give you, and the counseling team will respond as quickly as possible. Now go forth and research, ask questions, and make some decisions. We will see you soon.